Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from TSS, it's Top Shelf Studios, baby. This is InTALLerable. I am Sean Connolly. Boy, oh boy, am I excited, overjoyed, in fact, to be joined by the head of Beer Barn Comedy. You've seen him all around Denver, and you'll soon see his face all around the country, I have no doubt. It's Paul Garcia.
Dude, thanks for having me, Sean, man. It's great to be here, man. That's a hell of an intro.
Got the wings rocking and rolling. We had a slight delay because the lawn care team was here, so we're trying to give you guys good audio and know that we waited just staring at one another, knowing bated breath, like we can't save the bits, save the funny, don't be funny yet, we're not live. Yeah. But here we are. Thanks for being here, brother.
Hell yeah, man. Excited to be here, dude.
I've got a new gift to the studio. I don't know if this will show, maybe if I put it against my beard you guys can see it. It's a penis keychain. This is Paul's merch. What an absolutely wonderful little merch.
It's cool. Yeah, I guess I should add some context. It's about a joke I do now.
Bit-based merch.
Dude.
You're learning from the best. National tourists come through all the time. Bit-based merch.
Yeah, man. The joke goes, it's when me and my fiance started dating, we were long distance, which is false. We were never long distance. But in a long distance relationship, you can't maintain any, romantic intimacy. And so to help with that, I made a mold of my wiener and I mailed it to her. Flew out to go see her, and she was using it as a keychain. And that's the whole thing. And then now
that's funny.
Pull that out.
Great.
And so it's so fun. And then I told that whole thing to this other guy, Jake the Pizza, and he immediately says, he's like, "You got a lot of faith in that joke, huh?" I was like, God damn it, dude. But he just does that to everybody just to fuck with them. But now I have to sell 100 of those to get my money's worth.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna be telling that joke for at least a couple of years, probably.
I think you could still. I hate to tell you this, Paul, but even if you didn't do the joke, I think you can get the money out of the people, out of the crowd. I think you can be funny and get the money of the crowd. It's an evergreen, dare I say, an evergreen dick.
Yeah. I did a show where your cat's so funny.
We got Zooms going on here from Olive. Apologies.
Usually it happens at night. I got a cat and she goes crazy at night, and I just call it her night missions.
Night missions is great. Oh gosh.
Combat training.
Knocking over Tim Dillon and Fiona Cawley's posters that need to get hung up. Let's just do it. People are never going to see. There's a wall over here of a bunch of these, but
Oh, you take.
I don't do this very, very okay. So I've been working for 3 years. So clearly this is not 3 years of me behind the soundboard.
Yeah.
This is just I've really fallen off on getting people, but. Yeah, dude. Fiona's fucking hilarious.
I forget. So you get all these posters signed and stuff.
Yeah, and then I'll frame them.
Club. Yeah. That's sick.
So, but yeah, like I said, I've been bad about it. So it's been very like Dave Smith came through recently, and Dave's someone I was excited as heck to have at South, and I didn't ask him to sign a poster.
Yeah.
So there's lots of. Here, let me help you. Put a little kink. This is a nice little. No. So you remember that program, Survivor Man? Yeah. I feel like a fist away, it'll sound perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Survivor Man. That was the Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
Where he went out, but he actually was doing all the shit himself. So he'd set up the camera.
Yeah.
And then film himself trying to make a fire and then break down the camera. Yeah. That's me with this pot. Yeah. Most of the time when I don't have a producer, cooking the chicken, doing this stuff, adjusting the bullshit, make sure the cat's not making too much noise. Yeah. So thanks for being here.
I like the cat, man. That's an element of chaos to the whole thing.
I think it fits the core values.
I know. Yeah, when you get big, you can have someone be a dedicated cat cam.
Yeah. Well, I can just hire a guy, like how Snoop has a guy that rolls his blunts, I believe at some point in time. I can have a guy that's just string cat guy. You just constantly, your job is to be playing and entertaining. I'll give him a laser pointer too on Fridays, maybe mix it up. I don't want him to get bored of his gig.
Yeah, you could really sabotage your guest. Laser pointer right on their nuts. Get away from my Diet Coke.
That is a valuable commodity in the modern world.
What's the name again?
This is Olive.
Olive. Dang, Taylor's got a cat named Olive, one of her barn cats. It's probably my least favorite cat of hers. He's the most skittish.
Well, she started off like, I was worried that it was going to be not like this, but now she's clearly she knows this is my home, this is not your podcast studio. I am the captain now.
It's good. You just call it Olive's podcast.
There would be, if I could get her to meow into the mic enough, I know there's enough people out there that are so off their rockers, Paul, with these AI psychosis that they'd probably listen to a cat meow.
Oh, yeah.
This podcast is the cat's meows. And it's just literally the cat's meows.
Yeah.
This is shit. Let's try this. See if that'll stay. No.
Oh, shoot. There we go. Now we're cooking.
It's a series of kinks.
How long have you had this gear?
Pulleys and levers. Okay.
Does this gear have like a life? You have to get more
depreciable value.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. No, especially these ones. The arms we got initially. So these are like 4-year-old arms or whatnot. So the new tech, they put gold in all the like in betweens and stuff that prevents like you'll hear this when you listen to the recording, touching it. The new ones, they don't do that.
Okay.
But then you get the professional ones when they're like around a table with the Joe Rogan or whatnot, the Chris Williamson setup, and they're all coming out of the middle.
Yeah.
I think those are the heavy hitters, but those are like,
those are the
$350 a pop, $250. Sure. Those arms are a pretty penny, those arms.
Yeah, dude. No kidding, man.
But yeah, piecemeal. The lights were a big upgrade recently. Some hot lights. We were, running the usual panel lights, but
dude, I always love checking out because I see clips from the podcast or your podcast, and I have an idea of where it's at and what it looks like, but it's always so different when you get there. It's almost unrecognizable. So this is cool.
I do, and that's why I try not to. I haven't intentionally done it, but unintentionally, I've discovered that I haven't really shown the. Like Jared did some awesome studio breakdown setup, like awesome. Like I was envious as heck of that stuff. Yeah. The content of like, look at my news, like look at me set up this sick studio. I was like, damn, I should be fucking.
Yeah.
No one, but you don't get it. But the nice thing that I guess the other side of that is you don't know what the fuck, and then you get to be here and be like, oh, sick. Well, that's cool. I guess that's considered growth. Thank you, Paul. I'll keep aspiring to have a vibe. Are you from Colorado originally?
Yeah. I grew up in Arvada.
Okay. Where'd you go to high school?
Pomona.
So
I'm guessing you grew up in Colorado.
Pomona. Yeah,
I always give a shit about where I went to high school.
No. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to know if I knew it.
Yeah,
I do know Pomona because it was a cool name. I went to Monarch.
Yeah. I know Monarch.
You played any sports?
I played baseball.
Fuck yeah, dude. What position were you?
Catcher.
That's the hardest one.
I like to think so. Yeah, it was cool. It was funny. I played.
You have to do it's like you have to do the most, right? You're kind of like quarterback of baseball. Yeah. Most people don't see them as the quarterback of baseball, but they kind of are, right?
Yeah, it's like it's simultaneously the most active.
You know what? I think this. I have a new theory. It was just not tight enough. Okay, I'm sorry, Paul.
No, you're good.
So unprofessional.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's the most active position, but it's also one of the lazy. Well, I don't know about lazy. In the lower levels, it's the lazy person that's a catcher. And the higher levels, then it's like, because you just sit your ass back there. And then like in high school, when you get on base as a catcher, you get a courtesy runner. So someone else gets to sub out for you and run, but you get to stay in the game. And the idea is you're in the dugout getting your gear on, keeping up the pace of play. But I was actually slow in high school.
So that courtesy runner was doing you a favor.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would have been big benefit to the team if with someone coming out to courtesy run. I was a slow motherfucker.
Yeah. Did you play baseball?
No. I played football, basketball for a long time growing up through freshman year, and then found plastic flying in the air. Ultimate Frisbee was big at my high school. And so me and a bunch of other Blazers sophomore year, ended up just dropping our primary sports, and we had like a nationally ranked Frizz team. We travel
sick,
and shit,
dude.
yeah. And then I went to college and wanted to continue playing Ultimate. I went from one of the best teams in high school in the nation to literally the last ranked team in Division 3. We did not have enough players that would come out to be able to show players how the game worked. Like, you know how like if you want to play basketball 5-on-5, you need 10 people.
Yeah,
we need 14 to play Ultimate Frisbee.
Okay,
we couldn't get like 14 bodies. You're like, this is how the sport goes.
Yeah, that's kind of beautiful though. Because there's no stakes. There's
no stakes. Talk about no stakes. I had to be like, you know, a good defender. I went from a defensive liability all 4 years in high school, like, you know, put me on the worst player because we got better athletes out here, to like, hey, Sean, will you step up and guard like the best player on their team?
Dude, yeah.
Good luck. Yeah. I'm getting roasted, bro. Put me on the smoker. I'm next. Yeah. We went to a tournament and we had to play Air Force, and Air Force was like number 3 in D3.
Oh fuck.
And dude, this guy's just
D3?
jumping over my head.
Yeah.
Running up and down. I'm like almost throwing up. Like, we had just, you know, I'm in college, so I drank the night before, and this guy's like in the Air Force.
Yeah.
He's in like a cadet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was laughable.
How was Air Force in D3 anything?
Dude, club D3 Ultimate at the Air Force. What a backdoor way to have a great time crapping on terrible D3 programs like me. I mean, that must have been fun as hell.
So where'd you go to school?
I went to a tiny little college called College in Iowa, Cedar Rapids.
Okay.
Where'd you go to? Did you stay in Colorado?
Yeah, I went to School of Mines in Golden.
Smart.
Something like that.
Something like that.
More
bro.
just willing to put up with bullshit for 4 years.
I mean, there's something to be said for that for sure. So what drew you to the School of Mines? Because I would say, inarguably, unless you're going for a particular small set of programs at other schools, that's the best school in Colorado.
Yeah, literally just job security. Like, both my parents were
smart man. He's like, if I'm gonna invest $20,000, better get a job out of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, both my parents were like, my dad was like an electrical engineer. My mom was computer science.
Wow.
And so they were always just hammered school. That's how they got their lives. They both grew up in like a small poor town in New Mexico, and so that was like their number one priority for me growing up. And then I kind of just...
Were you an only child or brothers, sisters?
I had one older brother.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 years older than me. He's also an engineer. Went to CU Boulder.
Wow. Another great program for engineering.
Yeah.
What did he do? Aerospace there, or what did he do?
Electrical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was literally just that. And
just like, I can get a job if I go through the shit.
Yeah.
If I can make it through this mud.
Yeah.
That is engineering school.
Because you don't know what the hell you're doing when you're 18 years old. It's like, yeah.
You think you do. I remember.
Yeah.
Oh boy, do I remember how much I thought I knew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So looking back, I'm glad I did that. And then now I worked in my day job for 4 years after I graduated.
And so wait, what did you go for again?
Electrical engineering.
Electrical as well. So both of you went electrical.
Yeah. And then
so you followed in the I wish I knew more electrical engineering so I could make a better joke.
Dude.
Like you followed in the like what's a component of electric in the GFIs and the foregrips? I don't know.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
You've been doing a lot of power stuff around the house.
I've been pissed off because this breaker keeps blowing. I guess I left the panel open. I'm now realizing. You see that panel up there, folks? AC's been out. It's been hot. I'm trying to keep this cat alive. Yeah, I have been thinking about electrical engineering and how much I don't know about it, Paul.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dude. No, you got it figured out, man.
No, bro, I don't. I do not. I'm so far from figured out. I'm like, I don't know what, you know how much I don't know, how far I am? I don't know what questions to ask.
Yeah.
That's how far.
I feel that, yeah, in my day job all the time. Because there's people, like, I'm not passionate about engineering, right? Which is why I'm doing comedy. Because I like, my day job is a means to an end. That's not to say I don't
You're not good at your job, and I'm the same way as you.
So it's like,
I rip my job. I've ripped my job, but it's not. I do not. It's not a fun time.
Once I hit 40 hours, I'm done. I'm not doing any more work that I need to do, and then I'm gonna go do what I want to do. But I meet people at work all the time that like this, like that's their passion. It's just building stuff, and it's awesome. I'm like best friends with a lot of them, and they're on a completely different level of understanding and knowledge of how all this stuff works. And it's funny to see them now with AI completely taking over the whole industry. Like the older guys are like, I don't use AI at all, and it's like, yeah. And it's like I envy you, because there's no way I can do anything now technical without some robot telling me how to do it.
Right.
Which is
So what are your interactions with these people that are like super into this? Because I have that experience in my day job too, where you run against people that are just like they know their shit, and this is their career.
Yeah.
Versus like a means to an end to us hopefully pursuing some dream.
A lot of them are kind of similar in the sense that like they're the job's still a means to an end, but their hobby, or not their hobby, their passion outside of work is still technical. And so like I work with this one guy, and he puts on light shows for he doesn't put on light shows, but he works the light part of shows for speakers or concerts or whatever. And him and his buddies that he like went to college with will like travel around the country and do this stuff. So he's like,
it's epic.
Yeah, so he understands that whole other side of technology, whereas my passion project after work is just talking about my nuts on stage. And then, so it's a different wavelength, but it's a lot of the similar mindset of I want to do this job so I can enable myself to do other stuff. And then the people that are passionate about working are usually the ones that just kind of like climb up through management and get out of technical stuff anyway. So, well,
having said that you're good at your job, and I've deduced from everything you've told me that you're clearly very smart. How nice is it for the other people in the workspace who are probably more in a similar region of the spectrum of people to have you to break the mold of their experience of only being in this segment of people, and then you come in as this kind of different person, and but they probably get some enrichment and enjoyment through their work in interactions with you.
Yeah, I definitely feel part of my role there is the personality hire. So it's like,
don't let that be stated in terms of them. Like, I think that meme ran its course out in a weird way, because the value to a team, especially like if it's a small team of someone having personality, is like, if you don't have that, man, it's bleak.
Yeah, I think most people would rather, especially if like they're not directly affected by making 10% profit versus 15% profit in a year, they would rather work with someone that they can hang out with for 40 hours a week, as opposed to someone that is insufferable but is really good at their job. And like, especially with engineers, man, like like they're very smart, they're very technical, and
I bet that leads to some people thinking that they are the smartest and the most technical.
Oh yeah,
that breeds difficulty to work with when people have those type of big egos.
A lot of stubbornness, man. Yeah,
stubbornness.
It's the same thing in comedy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You meet someone that has spent their whole life being the funniest person in the room, and then they're surrounded by people that have also been the funniest person in the room, and you immediately see them start like ego checking and peacocking, and so it's like the same thing with engineering. But with engineering, they're also just like socially awkward. But same thing with comedians, man. Comedians are socially awkward too. There's a lot of like,
that's probably a valuable Venn diagram to analyze for you, right? Of like, oh man, I've found a way to be successful here and here, and like, where are the similarities of like, and I found that with like, I thought I was going to be an attorney. My whole fucking school career, tried triple major, double minor, tried to like really do like too hard. Got a good GPA thinking I'm going to go on to other bullshit. And it didn't end up panning out. But the like skills of a litigator and the skills of a stand-up comedian are like, God darn it, are they way more similar than I would think.
Yeah.
And there's probably a lot of careers that are like that.
I think you can find a common vein between most things. Like, what's that?
Because people are probably the common vein, right? Yeah. And there's some element of people or humanhood or interactions that is always present. And that's where I'm always like, I don't know if these AI doomers are right. I don't know if we're headed down this path of like humans are going to lose. Because it's like, I think that there's this silent majority of humanhood, or what, like of messiness that like we like.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, there's like
the personality hire. Like the AI will never be able to replicate the personality hire, I guess is what I'm trying.
Yeah, I agree. And then there's Taoism or Taoism.
Yeah,
that's
both correct.
The philosophy is the way. There's the way to do stuff, and then that way permeates every aspect of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like if you can figure out how to be successful, especially anything dealing with people. If you figure out how to be successful in one thing, you kind of know how to be successful in general. And it really comes down to just like discipline, like a mix of like discipline and luck and talent and motivation. And so if you can figure out where that fits for you, then I think that's the best way to find any sort of success. And success is means different stuff for different people too. So, but
I think that's a beautiful summation. Those four things and that caveat of success being definable by the individual.
Yeah.
So are you Taoist or Taoist?
No, I remember that from like a high school or maybe even a college lecture of like I just remember Taoism or Taoism being the way.
Oh,
and that's like all.
If you want to know what the way is, speaking of the way, come on and follow us on the way to some amazing chicken wings because it's time to eat some smoked chicken wings.
Oh, is it?
So if you want to join us, patreon.com/InTALLerable. I will let you know that if you join, you're getting lots of bonus content. Obviously, you gotta add the bonus content, but there's other stuff too, like a keychain. And as soon as you've donated as much funds as the cost of a hat, I'm going to take these hands and I'm going to hand stitch you an InTALLerable hat and send it to you in the mail. Don't worry about the shipping. I'll probably take the L on that one. Just hop over there. Help us stay independent and, not withholden to being worried about views for money.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you over there with chicken soon. We'll be right back. Oh, silly me. Have you listened to radio before in your life, Paul?
I have listened to radio.
Okay, I'm going to kick us to break with our signature station identification. You're listening to 91.1. Oh, shit, was that another plane? We'll be right back. We're back. We're live. It's the After Hours show, and his belly, is full of chicken. That Sam Miller shirt looks more beautiful with some wings in it, don't it?
Sam Miller, he's the main, dude. I got to open for him, or host for him at Gnarlys. He did a show at Gnarlys, dope club in Golden. Their new club, figuring it out. The crowds are a bit lighter, but the Sam Miller show was the most packed show I've done there, and that was fun. That was dope.
I can only imagine. It must have been epic.
Yeah, but it was funny. Have you performed at Gnarlys at all?
No.
So it used to be.
It's like a old, like they've made it into like a tiered. They have like tiered seating, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
That's epic.
It used to be the community theater in Golden. And then so the theater moved to a larger location because they were doing well. And then so this other guy, he owns a toy shop. And that toy shop, like collectible toys. And so
like Funko Pops and stuff and that whatnot.
Yeah, like even like he's got like they call it Gnarly's like theater and toy museum.
Whoa.
And so they have like old like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys. They've got, I don't know if you know what Mad Balls are. They were like, I think they were probably super big like in the 80s and 90s. But they're just like rubber bouncy balls with like crazy faces on them.
Okay.
And he's got the molds from the factory for those. And
well, that's neat, dude.
Like a bunch of like gremlins and stuff hanging from the ceiling. And then it's like a free arcade. It's actually a super dope place. Highly recommend checking out Gnarlys and Golden. But yeah, the green room in there is right off the stage. So like there's like a hallway green room and then a small hallway to get to the stage. And in the green room is a toilet. And so it's like in its own little room. I'm not going to say who was using the toilet, but it was during the Sam Miller weekend. It wasn't Sam. But someone went and used the toilet and completely blew it up, man. He got out of there. It stunk up the whole back of the stage. And you could even like kind of smelling it going out onto the showroom.
No.
And it was so bad. But
And it was you.
yeah.
That's what you're trying to get at. I'm trying to come clean finally.
Try to protect the innocent. But
before I forget, in this after hours segment, the first thing I'm supposed to ask you is for a wing review.
oh, dude, so good, man. Those might be the first wings I've had that were smoked.
Really?
Once or twice.
I'm excited about this.
But those were bomb. Those are probably top 5 wings.
Damn.
Top 5 wings.
That's a hell of a rating. I
Hell yeah,
appreciate
dude.
that. Very kind of you.
I give it, 4 out of 5 stars.
Brought a soda somewhere, but then I didn't bring it all the way out here. Great.
That's okay. We can share.
No. No. I just, I need more hands. With robots, why are we not inventing like an extendable arm grabber? Like a hand that can go around corners and I can, use whatever means I need to get my drink to me.
An AI son to grab your beer.
Yes, there you go. Okay, fine. I'm thinking about the robots in the wrong way, Paul. Thank you. I'm misconceiving how the robots will be used.
They're going to replace your family.
Right. It'll be a son. I'll play ball with it, teach it. Something to take out anger on.
It'll grow up to resent you.
Right. A new robot is breaking apart marriages across the United States. There's a wave of divorces coming.
Not sex robots are going to ruin your family.
Do you want to buy a house?
Stepson robot is going to...
Just wait for the foreclosures as these robot divorces roll. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Come on. Go get him. Come here. Morning show. Come on.
Oh, she's meowing from outside?
Huh?
Was she meowing from the outside?
Yeah.
She just likes the option.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I have to stand on my business, and I'm a big sovereignty guy, so I can't knowingly cut out the sovereignty of another animal. That's completely un-Buddhist of me.
Yeah.
So.
Like a gentle parenting for your animals.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's more like the Americanness flows through me so hard that I'm like, if the cat dies outside because it wants to be outside,
oh yeah,
it's not on me. That's on freedom, man.
I like a good outdoor cat. I think I prefer outdoor cats to indoor cats. Outdoor cats are more, they've seen more things. They're more experienced. Indoor cats can be a little prissy sometimes.
Too good for themselves.
Yeah, they're skittish for no. Like my cat's an indoor cat, and she's skittish. Well, she's got good reasons. My fiance found her in a dumpster when she was like days old, and so now that's why she's like so messed up now. And so, but at the same time, she had 2 days of a bad life, and then 10 years of a good life. It's like, why are you still so skittish? But then an outdoor cat that's probably been kicked and beaten and chewed on will come right up to you and be your best friend. So, yeah, I like an outdoor cat better than an indoor cat.
Urban barn cat experiment is in progress. We'll try to continue to update you fans as we experiment through the coming days and months. Right now, we're dealing with the electrical problems. We need to learn electrical engineering as the next step, I think.
Yeah, you got, what's the cooling plan? You had AC in here?
Yeah, this AC unit has been...
No.
Maybe it's just the unit's gone out, but...
Perhaps.
I need to get better at investigating.
Yeah, you can probably find one like on Facebook Marketplace for...
That's probably true.
Under 100 probably. It might not last forever, but...
That might be my best option. Just straight go unit replacement and see where we go from there. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
But it was running fine for a long, long time.
Damn.
What is the electrical engineering shelf life on an AC unit? Do you know? How long can I expect the electrical parts of that to last before they just kaput?
I have no idea. I've got a something like that in my garage, and it's probably like 10 years old. It looks like, at least. I have no idea.
It still rips, right?
I'd say if you get like 5 years out of it, if you're using it a lot, I'd say 5 years is respectable.
So we don't know.
No idea. No idea.
So the objective truth is we have no fucking clue.
So
Like most things I talk about on this show, no fucking idea.
dude, dealing with I hate like engineers. They're always like they don't want to be incorrect, and so they always like qualify their statements like it should last around this time,
Right.
or it should be, might be, and they never give you like a straight answer because they don't want to be wrong.
Well, in economics, this is depends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's the first and only answer to everything. Depends.
yeah. Depends. That's always depends.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Predictive, like, career, it's just fascinating to me that it's all predictive, but like, yeah, the predictive careers of, yeah, I'm going to call whether the weather's going to be above or below 80, and I'm going to get it way wrong and keep my job, or I'm going to call what the interest rate is going to be, and I'm going to get it way wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, poof. Do you think you could call like jokes? No, you can't. You can't fuck up that many like attempted like jokes and still be doing it.
Yeah, that was one thing I was surprised with comedy was how consistent the pecking order is at an open mic. It's like I had, especially when you're watching it, it feels very in the moment, very by chance. You know, like this crowd will like this stuff. It depends on the crowd. Right. But the more I like watched it, usually at an open mic, if I saw person A do this well, I would know I would do slightly worse than that person or vice versa or whatever. It always felt, I was very surprised at how
you could predict the outcomes based on pecking order or perceived standing.
Yeah. I would say predict like the relative outcome.
Relative outcome based on perceived standing.
Between, yeah. It still sometimes feels like a crapshoot if it's a smaller audience, But
yeah, you were surprised by how well you think you could correlate those two.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, how consistently good comics were.
Got it.
I was pleasantly surprised that that it's repeatable, because that was another misconception I had I think a lot of people have of like people. It's the part of the illusion is like they're just having a conversation and saying their material for the first time. Mm-hmm. Like they just got on stage and started talking.
Yes.
And then you see the same comic twice, and then like a moment that felt organic, it's like, oh, no, that's like manufactured and like planned. And so I thought that was cool. And so
you like that cool? You think that's cool? That broke part of my heart when I realized that.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It was cool to learn, but it ruined part of the illusion for it. Yeah.
But there is something too of like when you do see enough of it happen, there's a question of whether it goes back around the horseshoe to becoming magic again, because it acts as like serendipitous, where they don't know if they will use it, and they do sometimes based on you know, and like, but like that level of knowing when to pull the trigger on stuff like that is fascinating from the best at it.
Yeah. Like a lot of crowd work feels on the spot, but it's also they've asked that same question 100 times and gotten the same answer 10 times.
Oh, like leading crowd work or whatnot. Yeah.
I mean, it's like like how long are you guys in a relationship?
Do you do crowd work? Are you mining the crowd work clips?
No, I do not do like. I won't be like.
I will not. I do not.
I will not, can not, won't not. I'm a purist. I go up there. I tell my jokes. I don't even look at the crowd. No, I'll do like a.
I got stuff that works, kid. I do stuff that works.
I have like a bit about like dating apps, and so I'll start that out by saying, "Hey,
no dating entrees?
Mix some.
Come on,
you need
I gotta swing it at least once. Come on,
you need like a little symbol here.
I don't know if I have the effective sound effect symbol. Okay, just listen closer-ish to those headphones. This is my father. This would be like my symbol.
Really?
Really?
I guess that could be the symbol.
Really? That's so fun. But fuck, what was I talking about? Something about
I'm so
crowd
sorry.
work.
Yes.
And I'll start out like saying to anyone on here on dating apps, and then depending if they say Tinder, I'll be like, "Oh, congrats on the herpes." That gets a laugh.
Got you.
But then that's it, and then I take my foot out and I go right back into my material.
So that's canned crowd work, right?
Yeah,
objectively, okay.
Barely crowd work. Yeah, it relies on one word from the audience, and then that's it. And so like, or like another one that I do is
I have a non-crowdwork, which is where I ask what I perceive as a short girl in the crowd when the last time she's looked herself in the mirror. But then it's right into my bit about her after her answer.
Yeah.
Because usually she says today.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to say.
That's all I need.
I'm done with her.
That's all I need from you.
And that's not even crowd work. That's just like trying to get a little bit of interaction, you know?
Yeah.
Which isn't crowd work.
Yeah, no.
Crowd work is like...
That's a good point.
Going in blind... Or I guess in a puritanical, like, I guess I fucking shouldn't say what crowd work is to begin with. But
the Donnie Kruger effect, a couple amateurs acting like we've got all the answers.
Shit about fuck. Let me just remind you of that. Let me be very objectively clear.
Yeah.
Not knowing shit about fuck right here. Sean, nice to meet you. Pleasure to have you. Welcome to InTALLerable. But no, it's like, yeah, it's it should be a purely organic thing where you are going in blind to an interaction and then making that interaction funny for the entire crowd.
I like... there's this other bit I have where I talk about turning whatever age I am. Now I just turned 29, so I just turned 29.
Congratulations.
And then I'll say, thank you. And then I'll say, I'm getting old. And then I look around, and then usually there's like some old guy that's like, or like some old lady like, and then I'll start talking to them about it. And then, because it doesn't matter how old you are. And that's the whole point of the bit. Someone older than you will call you a pussy for you claiming any sort of elderly status.
That's fun. Okay. I like that. There's a lot to play out with age and gaps in age and relationship. Yeah. That's just naturally funny.
Yeah. Kind of like, not necessarily like rage baiting. That's rage baiting, but like just baiting an audience.
Now that's gaslighting.
Yeah. Just baiting a reaction so that you can react to the reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's kind of the extent of it. And then I'll with the whole keychain thing of like, I'll say like, was anyone ever been in a long distance relationship? Yeah, I guess this is a good time to just tell the joke.
Tell the joke. But, did we do the joke already?
I don't know.
I think you might have done it earlier. The keychain or was it off mic?
Might have been off mic.
Oh yeah, please do the joke then.
Long distance relationship. It's hard to maintain any sort of romantic intimacy. I made a mold of my wiener and I mailed it to my girlfriend. And then a couple months later, I flew out to go see her and she was using it as a keychain. And then after that, I'd be like, I'm selling keychains after the show. And then people don't even believe me, and I say like, "This is not a joke." I pull out the keychain.
I wonder. Yeah, God. Maybe this is not. Maybe this doesn't fit it. But I'm thinking of a tag of like, is there a smaller word for mold?
Like it's not so much of a mold of it.
It's not, like mold doesn't really do it.
More of like a stamp or.
Yeah. Mold is the right thing, but there should be like let's add a new definition.
But yeah, to get into that joke, I ask if anyone's been in a long distance relationship, and then it's usually like a couple timid woos.
Okay.
And I'm like, you see how sad that sounds? And then
got it. And that sets up the vibes for what you're trying to get, which is building the tension to the yes.
Again, so no actual crowd work, just literally stoking some sort of interaction. But I don't know, I should get more comfortable just doing crowd work, but it's scary.
Hey man, if you, like you said, if you've got something that's working and you're enjoying yourself and crowds are enjoying themselves, then
that's all you can ask for.
That's all you can ask for, right?
Yeah. I tried doing this thing for a while where I would just like say, I'm gonna do crowd work now. A bunch of comics have done this. I'm gonna try out crowd work. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just say, hey, what's your name, man? And they'll say, Jeff. I'm like, Jeff? That's a dumb name, dude. And it doesn't matter what their name is, and that gets some sort of laugh. And then I'll just ask like a couple other people their names and then tell them whether or not it's a dumb name. And that's the extent of crowd work. Because that's
fun.
That's kind of what it is.
There's like it's literally that in a different, higher, like slightly upped up way is literally that.
A more creative way of saying, oh, what do you do for work? What you do for work is dumb.
Sometimes it's like literally what you just described, the exact premise of I'm going to ask your name and then I'm going to shit on your name.
Yeah.
Or not shit on your name.
Yeah.
And this dynamic of we're going to go around and shit or not shit on the characteristics of that's like 50% of groundwork, brother. If we really like get down to like the tautological analysis of it. Like you get too heady about it. It's like that's most of the thing.
Yeah.
You draw some weird like line between you or the audience and each other, and then you find some funny in the tension.
It always feels like just finding a sacrificial lamb
Dude.
to just shit on them for the betterment of the show.
I haven't been out long enough to have the stones to start sacrificing lambs, or maybe it's just from my position of height that I'm the sacrificial lamb. I'm trying
That's
to
how
write
it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be mean to people, or I'll try to be mean to people if they're just being disruptive or heckling. I mean, that's easy to do, especially if you're doing well and the crowd likes you.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy to tell a drunk person to shut up because they're being an idiot. But if you're bombing and then you tell someone and then you're mean to somebody, they just hate you even more. And so, yeah, you got to kind of build up credit with the audience if you want to be mean to them.
Do you get people from your work coming out to shows? That's
yeah, dude. My last year for
how long have you been running the beer barn show? Because
that was a year. It's like a year and a half.
Fucking amazing.
It's been there 2 years. It'll be 2 years in November.
Because I would imagine that you being you in the short time that I've gotten to know you is like, it'd be hard for you to think of you going through the whole work week and not being excited about this show that you're running and mentioning it to your coworkers.
Yeah. So I moved to a new team, and I didn't tell anyone on my team I did comedy.
Red to blue, blue to red, which...
Yeah. I moved. It was
You
red.
have to pick a lane. It's 2026, Paul.
It was more so red to red.
Yeah.
Just based on the nature of my work.
Come on.
But,
oh, you're building stuff.
Come on, fuck it. Yeah. And then I didn't tell anyone in my group I did comedy because I told the previous team and they were very excited. They came out and supported it, and it was great.
Gotcha.
But I just hated balancing because some of my work involves politics. And so I want to keep it completely separate. My opinions do not have any relation to what I do for work, and then vice versa.
Gotcha.
So,
and you do jokes about things that
used to,
okay,
and I just decided not to.
Gotcha.
So it makes it easier. Anyway, I took about 6 months before I told anyone on my new team that I did comedy, and then I had to take some time off to go travel to Idaho to do some comedy.
I'm pregnant. It's comedy.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna have to go deliver in Idaho.
Yeah, exactly. So I asked my manager, like, I need some time off, and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm going to Idaho."
Paternity leave.
Yeah, I would need to take 2 days of paternity leave spread out over the next 5 years.
Yeah. Make a long weekend of the whole thing.
Yeah. And so eventually, I didn't want to lie to her, and so I said,
Gotcha.
I'm
Did she strike you? Can I ask? Did she strike you as someone that you were like?
She's cool.
Or were you, before you told her, were you like timid to like tell her?
Yeah.
Were you like, because you didn't know how she would react, or?
At first, yeah. But
because I feel like that's just a natural inclination of the modern lens of like, doing jokes.
Yeah, because some people don't like comedy, and they.
It's a very serious world, Paul.
Yeah.
Very serious people doing serious stuff all the fucking serious time, man.
Yeah,
trying to make wheels turn and whatnot, water flow.
Exactly, dude. And so it's like, I figured just keep it separate. So I told her, and she's like, "Oh, that's great. I want to." And then she told her manager. Her manager told his manager, and so immediately everyone knew. "Oh, Paul, this comedy, that's so cool. We want to come out to a show."
Hell yeah!
And
best possible thing could have happened. Except now you're like, well, fuck.
Yeah, and so I luckily New Faces at Comedy Works is coming up. I'm like, this is perfect. It's going to be my best little 5 minutes. I know I'm going to do well. Even if they don't like the jokes, they're going to be in a room full of people that are laughing. And so I told my manager about it. And then again, she told her manager, he told his manager. So I have my director that looks over our team of like 200 people. Ooh. And so he's like,
big boss.
Yeah, big boss.
Big boss.
They get there early because they're engineers, and they sit in the front row.
What great audience. Let me just tell you folks, if you're listening to this, if this finds you, what great audience members. As someone who's a door guy who has to see people, what great audience members. Hats off to you.
Oh yeah, because no one wants to be in the front row.
No, it just makes for a better show. You got to pack them in. Way to go front out.
Yeah.
But no, for him, that sucked for him.
Yeah, please don't sit front row at my show. If you know me,
do it.
Just don't even talk to me at my show. Dude,
don't even look at me.
I don't do this for my friends. I do this for strangers. But luckily I did well and it all went well. And
Incredible.
so it was a good impression. Because I feel like...
that was the first time that this has happened since you've been on your team?
Yeah. And they've only come out to a couple shows and it's all been at Comedy Works. So those are the ones I invite people I know to. I have like...
So the one that you're producing, that doesn't...
I'll invite people to that. That one's actually good because that's a pretty solid show. And then I just host. I do like 5 to 10 minutes.
Other shows. Yeah. When you're on a lineup and whatnot,
it's tough. I usually I hate to. I want to support all the people that make shows and produce shows, but I don't like inviting people if I don't know the show's gonna go good because it's just like my ego of like I don't want to bring 3 people and there only be 5 people in the audience. I want to invite people to a show that I know they're going to have a good time at.
Right.
And so if I understand those small rooms, that's where comedy builds and where it's born. But it's like being an audience member in those rooms kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And so if I'm inviting people to a show to watch me do, it's part of my ego. It's mostly my ego. It's like, I don't want them to see me do bad.
That's fair.
But yeah, it's tough.
Way to be transparent. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
So
Logical.
yeah.
Engineer, it passes the engineering test.
The logical test. So yeah, to producers, if I invite people to your show, it means I think you have a good show.
Hey, there you go.
Because like one time I went to this, I would just post flyer. I post like whatever show I'm on. I'll post the flyer on my Instagram, and there was one show in Arvada, which is close to where I grew up, close to my parents. And they saw it and like, oh, let's go see Paul do comedy at this little bar show in Arvada. And again, they were like 2 out of the 8 people that were there. And so already that makes it tough. The audience it was like still daylight out. Show didn't go well. And so that was like, yeah, that was tough. That was embarrassing. But luckily they've seen me do well now. And so they're like, okay, you actually kind of know what you're doing, at least for 5 minutes. But yeah,
But I mean, you have a job and a life. Like, it'd be tough for me to think that your parents would be, based on everything you've described, that they'd be let down by you doing this comedy thing.
Yeah.
And try like a bad set's gonna roll off there. Versus if you were only doing comedy and asking them for money and blah blah blah.
yeah.
Then you do a bad set in front of them. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah. Yeah. It is nice that I've checked all their boxes. And so I'm 29. I should not care what they think. I do care very much about what they think.
It's not even.
And so-
I maybe I put that across the wrong way. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like it's kind of like freeing to do enough to have it be something where, yeah, at some point it might transition where it's the thing you're doing, but like
It's inconsequential.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. In a reductive sense, it is that bomb in front of your parents is inconsequential.
Yeah. In terms of like actual like your livelihood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not so. Yeah. Bombing still sucks and it still affects your comedy career.
Fucking God, bro.
But
I'm sure you don't do it. So
yeah, no, I've never bombed.
never happened. Never happened. Not once. Not never.
First open mic I crushed. Yeah. But how long you been in comedy now?
I'm a weird case because of my fucking journey, but I started, my first mic was in college when I was door guy at Penguins. But then I had really bad back problems and ended up getting my spine fused. Damn. So as soon as I could get like walking and moving again, I was working, normal office job and needed to break out of the cycle of work, home, eat, sleep, work, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, I'm going to get a door guy job back and see if I can like get back my mobility while like by getting back some love for existing.
Yeah.
And then got back in. I've been writing the whole time, but yeah, it's I would call myself like a 2-year comic or whatever. 2-year comic. I mean, you call me whatever the fuck, but
you come across a lot more experienced.
I'm like, I would like to think I'm more experienced in that I fucking listen, learn, made better than maybe most or some of my peers. But I don't even know if that's fucking true. So, and ultimately it comes down to like meeting the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
the man in the arena.
I've gotten lucky to, I got a guest set like, what is it, fucking 2 years ago now. It sold out at South for Jamie Lisseau, who's a comic and he's out of Alaska recently, and he actually met his now wife at our club.
Oh, that's dope.
But I got a guest set on this sold out show from him. I didn't ask for it. It was this random thing where he was like talking about like, yeah, I'm doing the comedy thing and working here. And I think his fiance was like, give this guy a set. And I should have objectively, based on the reps I had done to that point over the time, eaten a whole bag of these. Like the entire bag just should have been the whole time for 5 minutes. And it wasn't that. It wasn't the greatest looking thing you've ever seen, but it wasn't that.
Yeah.
And so that happened, and my manager was like, hey, you're working clean. I don't know if you realize this. And so that sent me down the path line of like, okay, I'm trying to write, and I'm challenging myself in this 8-year learning period, of like, I'm trying to write CBS clean material.
Really?
Obviously, you don't see it here because this is a fun outlet to just be authentic. But when I'm on stage, I'm doing CBS clean jokes, like, and trying to write that way.
Do you have jokes that...
I have some dirtier jokes I don't do.
Yeah.
Because they're not CBS clean.
Dang.
But like, hey, that's fine to have other material for like, oh, I'm going up to Idaho and I'm told these people are wild and I better break out I'm going to bring some of those.
Yeah. I had to do, it was again at Gnarlys, I had to do a clean show and they're like, they asked me to do 15 minutes and I said, yeah, I'll do 15. And then they reached out again and said it's a corporate gig. And because it's corporate, they're requesting clean material. And then I was like, I don't know, 15 minutes of clean. I can do 7 to 10 clean maybe. And they're like, that's okay. That's fine. Like the booker like requested you specifically. And I was like, okay, cool, dope. And then so I got there. We got like this big old email.
Was this your first corporate gig ever?
Yeah.
Love this.
Yeah. And we got this big old email from the company about like no race, no politics, no drugs, no sex, no keep it PG clean. And I was like, okay, that's I got a joke about work that I can do, maybe. And then and looking closer, it's like it's a construction company. And then he goes and the person that wrote this from the corporation, like, gives us dirt on all the employees. And he's like, this person's had 3 marriages. You can call his ex-wife a whore. It literally said that in like the thing. And I was like,
don't talk about these things. But you can target individuals based on this information I'm providing.
You can get personal and be like, oh, this guy used to be Mormon. And it's like, what the heck is going on?
And you got it right before the show.
It was just like a week before.
Oh, okay. So you got a little time to write.
Yeah. And then so... and then I was like, fine. And then I get there and then it's packed. There's like 50, 60 of these people, mostly men, and their wives. And, I'm listening to these conversations with these construction guys and they're saying the most off color shit. And then I'm like, okay, whatever. They're fine. The host goes up, completely just ignored the clean request. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to do time and I'm going to do what I want to do. And if they don't like it, it's fine. And he crushed. And so I was like, okay, I'm just doing my regular set. And then I went up there, didn't do any of like my clean stuff. Had one of the best sets I've ever had. And so it was I think it was a misleading introduction into corporate gigs. I've heard nothing but bad things about corporate gigs. Cause again, they're always trying to be clean. So they don't want HR to get a call. And then also you don't like to laugh around your that's a different relationship with your coworkers than it is like with your friends. Cause you need to maintain some sort of there's a couple coworkers I've had that I'll hang out with and I know that are cool, but most of them it's, keep them at an arm's length and just be like, yeah, we'll be civil. I'll be friendly. We'll crack a couple jokes, but I'm not gonna go crazy in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And so that was a fun.
Also a good lesson of like reading the room in the moment of like, I've been told XYZ, but also like, oh, here's a new variable. Yeah. And the new variable is that these people definitely don't want me to just be clean.
Yeah.
Good on you for being able to just adapt live and know.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah. I have this other bit about Taylor. She, part of her day job, she takes care of adults with special needs.
Dang.
And so I bring that up, and then one of the guys was like, "Yep, I know how that is." He was at the corporate gig, and I was like, really? Like, you have someone in your life that does that? And he's like, no, I just work with a bunch of retards. I was like, oh my God. And then, right there, I was like, you guys requested a clean show. And this guy just called everyone. And then again, being in the moment was fun. And then that, yeah. So it's, again, I didn't say the R word. He said it.
He said it, guys.
Don't cancel me. I've got like 5 fans.
It's okay. No one's
fans
cancel.
after this.
No one's going to fucking cancel. This is the place to say stuff like that, unfortunately.
The R word's back, I feel like.
Oh, it's way back, brother.
It's back.
It's been back. It's been back. Hashtag been back, but whatever. Also, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm doing it because it's where I'm at. My role is currently not to be the fun. When I'm booked on a thing, it's never to be the funniest person on the show. It's to do a job of bringing things along. Mm-hmm. So the doing clean material can fit that no matter what the show is. And it's, I think, more difficult to like find a way to write it clean.
Oh yeah.
And so
absolutely.
that's what for me, it's like, okay, that's fun. Maybe that'll change at some point. Maybe I'll get bored with it and go back to just being completely dirty. But
yeah, I listened to this interview with Nate Bargatze, and he was talking, like, asked if, like, do you consciously try to write clean? And he said that was just kind of naturally the type of humor he was attracted to, and naturally the kind of humor he would write. And so I think it's hard to force yourself into that mold.
Yeah, there's some. I mean, I also think that it's more difficult to do dirty or complicated or messy things like politics, religion, sex, all those things you named in a comedic. It's difficult to handle those topics well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can do them to mid degree, whatnot, right? But like, it's really tough to do those to a perfect degree, to a mastery degree. And so I think I'm not quite there yet. Maybe at some point I can write a incredibly amazing Trump joke or whatnot, and then, it deserves to be said. But it's like, just for now, that's not it.
Yeah. Another
politics, sex, religion, whatever.
Yeah. Another cliche I bring around with me is comedy is what you can get away with. Both directions. Can you get away with making suicide funny, and then can you get away with making?
Man, I would have a whole fucking 3 specials if I could figure that out, man. Spend so much of my life worried about that. Yeah, if I could figure out how to make that funny, oh boy.
Yeah. So things like that. Everyone has rules about what's okay and not okay to talk about, but if you can that's another thing that really attracts me to comedy is there's rules that people have broken, like don't wear shorts on stage. Fluffy is touring arenas in shorts and jean shorts. Don't wear a hat on stage. Dusty Slay wears hats. You look back at like Cat Williams or Patrice O'Neill, they have some kind of hat on a lot of their specials. And there's this one guy who's like, you got to stop wearing hats on stage. And I'm like, I think that's an old way of thinking. I think people wear hats on stage and it's fine. And he's like, oh, well, whatever, man. I've just been doing comedy for 10 years. I don't know what I know. And I was like, there's people that have been doing comedy longer that wear hats on stage, and they're not at this open mic. It's like that's what I like about it is there's a bunch of rules to follow, but
I probably wouldn't have said this, but I would have thought later about it to tell that guy, hey man, if you book me on a show and I'm working for you, you can tell me not to wear a hat on stage. Yeah. But at this open mic, you can pound sand, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But everyone wants to give advice.
Hey, the advice everyone offered me, don't be so fucking tall. Hey, don't I wish I could not be so fucking tall? It would help everyone involved, man. I would love to, hey, can I break you off a piece? I would. Jesus, man. Well, it's getting fucking hot in here, Paul.
That's fair, dude.
So I'll try to put a neat ribbon on this. Have you heard of this country called England before?
I have heard of England.
You've heard of this England place? Yeah. We broke away from them a long time. They do this thing over there called knighting. You've heard of this?
I have heard about knighting.
Where you become a sir.
Yeah.
Well, here at Top Shelf Studios, after a long form conversation, I am doing the hiding. Because all my life, people have been like, hey, how's the weather up there? Can I spare a couple inches? Things like this. You must play basketball. Now I've got this prefrontal lobe the last few years. I've come to realize that I am just driving a meat suit. I wake up every morning in just what happens to be a very tall vehicle. And then I look out in the world and I'm like, we're judging each other on like the size and color and national origin and sexual orientation of our meat suits almost more than anything else. And that's just so silly to me. So after a long form human conversation, I am pleased to give you a heart height or your spiritual stature. How tall do you stand physically, Paul Garcia?
6 foot.
Paul Garcia, I heart right thee. 7 foot.
Man.
The newest member of the 7-footer club. He will surely require a procedure.
My life expectancy just shrunk by about 15 years.
Please continue to try to spread that joy while you get the time, because you're going to be taken out by Mother Nature, baby. Thanks for being on my solo program.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Where can the people follow you, find you, support you, see you do comedy?
Find me on Instagram at Paul Garcia Comedy. Put underscores in between everything. Every second Friday of the month at the Beer Barn Comedy Show at 6 and 40 Brewery in Lakewood. And also catch me at Denver Comedy Underground. Recently got passed there.
Congrats, dude.
Super stoked to be working there. Please go check out DCU. One of the best clubs in the Denver area.
InTALLerable has been a fan of DCU.
Yeah, dude.
We're big DCU supporters.
But yeah, see me there, man. Good to see you. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely.
Thanks for chatting.
Follow him. See him do comedy. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the show. If you want to see the eating, patreon.com/InTALLerable for the full uncut hang, as well as some merch. And as always, fuck off and be well.
He doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody.